Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of US state quarter dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we dive deep into the world of rare coins and uncover hidden gems that can surprise you with their incredible value. Today, we're shining a spotlight on a fascinating and rare piece from the United States Mint, the 2015 Kistuchi State Quarter. If you love American coins or you're a passionate collector, this video is made just for you. Pay close attention, because this quarter holds secrets that could make it worth far more than its face value. And it's a true standout among state quarters. The Kistuchi Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which highlights national parks and historic sites across the country. Released in 2015, this particular quarter honors Kistuchi National Forest in Louisiana, known for its beautiful pine forests, scenic waterways, and rich biodiversity. The reverse of the coin features a charming and detailed depiction of a longleaf pine tree and a wild turkey, symbolizing the natural heritage and wildlife of the region. At first glance, it looks like a standard issue coin, but don't be fooled. This quarter is a treasure trove for serious collectors. Now, let's dive into what really makes the 2015 Kistuchi Quarter so special. While millions were minted for circulation and collectors alike, there are specific versions of this quarter that are exceptionally rare. These versions either have mint errors or unique characteristics that significantly boost their value. One of the most fascinating types of error found on the Kistuchi Quarter is the double die error. This error happens during the coin striking process when the die imprints the design twice, but with a slight shift between impressions. On the Kistuchi Quarter, this doubling effect can be noticed in the lettering around the coin or on the intricate details of the pine tree and turkey. The doubling creates a shadowed or blurry look, and coins with this error are incredibly sought after because they are so uncommon. Another rare and exciting error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the blank coin planchet is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be shifted from the center. On the Kistuchi Quarter, an off-center strike reveals part of the design cut off or appearing near the coin's edge, which immediately draws the attention of collectors who specialize in minting anomalies. These coins are much harder to find and are prized for their visual uniqueness. Then, we have the clip planchet error, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to an irregular blanking process. The clip planchet on the Kistuchi Quarter adds to its rarity and intrigue. Each clipped coin has a unique shape, making it a one-of-a-kind piece. For those who appreciate the finer details, some Kistuchi Quarters show die cracks or die breaks, small raised lines or imperfections caused by fractures in the minting die. Though subtle, these imperfections tell a story about the minting process and add character to the coin, making them highly collectible. Of course, rarity isn't just about errors. The condition of the coin is equally important. A 2015 Kistuchi Quarter that is in pristine, uncirculated condition, showing no wear, scratches, or discoloration, is much more valuable than one that's been handled and circulated. Coins that come directly from the mint sets or have been carefully preserved hold the highest value. Now for the most thrilling part, how much is this quarter really worth? When you combine these rare errors with top-notch condition, the 2015 Kistuchi State Quarter can command astonishing prices on the collector's market. Some examples have been known to sell for as much as $87,000. Yes, you heard that right, $87,000 for a single quarter. If you've got a Kistuchi Quarter tucked away somewhere, I highly recommend giving it a close look. Check for any doubling in the text or images, off-center strikes, clipped edges, or unusual lines that might hint at a mint error. Even if it's just a beautiful, crisp example in mint condition, it could be worth a surprising amount. Top 2, we're diving into a fascinating story hidden in a tiny piece of history, the 2005 West Virginia State Quarter from the United States Mint. This isn't just any ordinary quarter. This particular coin has captured the attention of collectors around the world for its rarity, unique errors, and stunning design. If you're someone who loves coins or just enjoys learning about hidden treasures, listen carefully because the value of this coin might surprise you, and by the end, you'll understand why some West Virginia quarters are worth far more than their face value. The West Virginia State Quarter was released in 2005 as part of the popular 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. The reverse side of the West Virginia quarter beautifully celebrates the state's rich heritage and natural beauty. It features the New River Gorge Bridge, one of the longest steel arch bridges in the world and a symbol of the state's impressive engineering achievements. Below the bridge, you'll see whitewater rafters navigating the river, a nod to the adventurous spirit that West Virginia is known for. The design perfectly captures the essence of the state's rugged landscape and outdoor culture. At first glance, you might think this is just another well-circulated quarter. But what makes the 2005 West Virginia quarter so fascinating is its combination of rarity, mint errors, and condition variations that make certain examples incredibly valuable. Let's talk about rarity first. Millions of these quarters were minted for everyday circulation, so most people have seen or even spent them. However, the coins that have survived in flawless, uncirculated condition are much harder to find. Collectors prize coins that look as if they just came straight from the mint, without any scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear. The West Virginia quarter, when preserved in such mint condition, can already command a premium among collectors. But what really sets some West Virginia quarters apart are the minting errors. Those rare quirks during the coin-making process that turn an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind collector's item. One of the most sought-after errors for this quarter is the double die obverse. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, but slightly offset, causing doubling of the inscriptions and images on the front of the coin, particularly noticeable in the lettering and numbers. In the case of the West Virginia quarter, collectors look closely for doubling around the words "Liberty" and "God We Trust" in the year 2005. This doubling effect creates a kind of ghosting image and makes the coin stand out in any collection. Another intriguing error is the off-center strike. This error happens when the coin blank doesn't align properly inside the press, resulting in the design being struck off-center. For the West Virginia quarter, this can mean the New River Gorge Bridge or the rafters are partially cut off or shifted toward one edge. These coins have an unusual and eye-catching appearance, making them rare and highly collectible. Then there's the clip planchet error, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to an irregularity in the blanking process before striking. Clip planchets create coins with partial shapes, and no two clipped coins are exactly alike. For the West Virginia quarter, a clipped planchet error adds an extra layer of rarity and intrigue, making these coins especially valuable to error coin enthusiasts. Additionally, some West Virginia quarters display die cracks or die breaks. Small raised lines are imperfections caused by tiny fractures in the coin die. These cracks can appear anywhere on the coin and add a unique story behind its creation. Such imperfections, while subtle, are like fingerprints from the minting process and can make a coin more desirable to collectors who value these unusual details. Condition also plays a huge role in value. Even the rarest error coin will fetch a premium only if it's in excellent condition. Collectors seek coins with sharp details, lustrous surfaces, and no visible damage. The most valuable West Virginia quarters have been carefully preserved, often kept in protective holders or original mint packaging. Now, here's the moment many of you have been waiting for. Just how much can a 2005 West Virginia state quarter be worth? Depending on the rarity of the error and the condition of the coin, some of these quarters have sold for prices as high as $85,000. Yes, that's right, $85,000 for a single quarter. If you happen to find a 2005 West Virginia quarter in pristine condition or with one of these fascinating mint errors, you might be holding a true treasure. It's a powerful reminder that even the smallest objects can carry a rich history and incredible value. Top 3 were shining a spotlight on a fascinating piece from the United States Mint, the 2002 Mississippi State Quarter. This small but powerful coin holds a story that goes beyond its everyday use, capturing a unique slice of American history and culture. If you're passionate about coins or just curious about what makes certain quarters so valuable, then stick around because this one could be worth far more than you think. Pay close attention, because the details we'll cover today could change the way you look at this seemingly ordinary quarter. The Mississippi State Quarter was released in 2002 as part of the celebrated 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. The reverse design is a tribute to the Magnolia State, featuring a magnolia blossom, the state flower, set against a backdrop of flowing water representing the mighty Mississippi River. The design is simple yet elegant, symbolizing the natural beauty and rich heritage of Mississippi. At first glance, it might seem like just another collectible quarter. But the 2002 Mississippi quarter has earned a special place in the hearts of collectors, mainly due to its rarity and the unique minting errors that sometimes occur during production. These errors are the key to unlocking its true value. Let's dive into what makes this coin so rare and highly sought after. While millions of Mississippi quarters were minted and entered circulation, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is already a challenge. Coins that have no wear, scratches, or discoloration, those that look as if they just left the mint, are incredibly valuable to collectors. But rarity doesn't stop at condition. Some coins have unexpected and fascinating mint errors that make them one-of-a-kind. One of the most notable errors associated with the Mississippi quarter is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice but slightly misaligned. For collectors, this doubling is most evident in the lettering, such as the words Mississippi or the inscriptions "In God We Trust" in the year 2002. This doubling effect produces a ghost-like shadow that makes the coin visually striking and highly prized. Double die coins are always exciting finds because they're so rare and unpredictable. Another eye-catching error is the off-center strike. This mistake happens when the blank coin is not correctly positioned in the press, causing the design to be partially shifted off the center. For the Mississippi quarter, this could mean the magnolia flower or the flowing river is cut off or oddly placed on the coin's surface. These off-center quarters are considered error coins and can fetch significant sums, as collectors adore the unusual and imperfect beauty they display. Some Mississippi quarters also show clip planchet errors. Imagine a coin missing a slice, as if a chunk was clipped off during the blanking process before it was struck. Clip planchets produce coins with unusual shapes, making each piece unique. For collectors, these coins are precious because no two are exactly alike, and they tell a story of a momentary slip in the minting process. Another fascinating type of error to watch for is the die crack or die break. This happens when the coin die, the metal stamp used to strike the coin, develops small cracks over time. These cracks transfer to the coin as raised lines or irregularities, giving each affected coin its own character. Some collectors actively seek out these flaws because they are a physical imprint of the coin's history. Beyond errors, the 2002 Mississippi quarter's value also hinges on its condition. Those coins that have been carefully preserved in pristine condition, perhaps tucked away in collections or protective cases, are rare and command higher prices in the market. Condition is crucial because even a slight scratch or discoloration can dramatically reduce a coin's worth. So, what does all this rarity, error, and condition add up to in terms of value? If you are lucky enough to own a 2002 Mississippi State quarter in exceptional, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with one of these unique minting errors, you could be holding a coin worth $83,000. That's right. $83,000 for a quarter that was once just everyday change in the pocket. It's a powerful reminder that treasures can be hiding in plain sight, and the smallest objects can hold incredible stories and value. Top 4, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece from the United States Mint, the 2006 Nebraska State Quarter. This coin is part of the famous 50 State Quarters series that has captivated collectors all over the world. At first glance, it might seem like just a simple quarter, but stick around, because the Nebraska quarter hides some rare secrets that make it incredibly valuable. If you're passionate about coins or just curious about what could make this quarter worth thousands, then listen very carefully and enjoy this detailed exploration of a true collector's gem. The Nebraska State Quarter was released in 2006 as part of the ongoing 50 State Quarters program, which was designed to honor each state's unique history and culture. Nebraska's quarter is no exception. The reverse side of the coin beautifully depicts Chimney Rock, an iconic natural landmark that played a significant role as a guidepost for pioneers traveling the Oregon Trail. Surrounding Chimney Rock are the sweeping prairie grasses, evoking the spirit of the American West and Nebraska's rich pioneer heritage. While millions of these quarters were minted and circulated, what makes some Nebraska quarters exceptionally valuable is their rarity, condition, and, most importantly, the unique minting errors that have made some examples stand out from the crowd. First, let's talk about the condition. Like many coins, the value of a Nebraska quarter skyrockets when it's in pristine, uncirculated condition. These coins show no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration and look as if they just rolled off the mint's press. Such examples are harder to find since most quarters quickly become worn through everyday use. Collectors prize these perfect coins, often storing them safely away in coin holders or albums. Now, the real intrigue lies in the mint errors. The Nebraska 2006 quarter is famous among collectors for certain types of errors that have significantly boosted its value. One of the most sought-after mistakes is the double die error. This error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice by the die, but the second strike is slightly misaligned. On the Nebraska quarter, this doubling can be seen most clearly on the lettering. The words Nebraska or Chimney Rock may appear shadowed or duplicated. This visual oddity makes the coin instantly recognizable and much more valuable. Another fascinating mint error found on some Nebraska quarters is the off-center strike. Imagine a coin where the design is pushed off its center. You might see only part of Chimney Rock or some letters cut off. This happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process. Off-center strikes are prized by collectors because they are relatively rare and show the imperfect, human side of coin production. There are also examples of clipped planchet errors with the Nebraska quarter. This happens when the metal blank that is supposed to be shaped perfectly round has a small chunk missing, almost like a bite taken out of the coin before it was even struck. Such errors make each coin unique and highly desirable. Let's not forget about the die cracks or breaks, which are fine raised lines that appear on the coin's surface due to tiny fractures in the die used to strike the coin. These cracks add character and rarity to the coin and are eagerly sought after by collectors who appreciate the story behind each flaw. When you combine these rare errors with excellent condition, the Nebraska 2006 quarter transforms from a common piece of currency into a rare collector's treasure. Its rarity, historical significance, and unique production anomalies have driven demand among coin enthusiasts to new heights. So, how much is this rare Nebraska quarter really worth? If you find one in superb, uncirculated condition, especially if it has one of these unique minting errors, it could be valued at an impressive $80,000. Yes, you heard that right. $80,000 for a coin that many might overlook as just another quarter. It's a fantastic example of how keen eyes and attention to detail can unlock surprising fortunes hidden in plain sight. Top 5. We're exploring a truly captivating piece from the United States Mint, the 2013 Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial Quarter. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters series, but it's much more than just another circulating quarter. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newbie, listen closely because this coin hides some fascinating stories and rare features that make it exceptionally valuable. Trust me, you'll want to stick around until the very end when we reveal just how much this small piece of metal could be worth today. Released in 2013. The Perry's Victory Quarter honors the Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial located in Ohio. This monument commemorates the heroic naval battle of Lake Erie during the War of 1812, where Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry led American forces to a crucial victory. It also symbolizes the lasting peace between the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. The coin's reverse design beautifully captures the memorial's towering column, set against a backdrop of the serene lake and sky. It's a tribute not only to history but to peace and friendship, making this quarter truly special in its story and symbolism. Millions of these quarters were minted and circulated. But what sets certain Perry's Victory quarters apart is their rarity due to specific minting errors and their condition. While many coins from this series are common and widely available, some rare variations and mistakes make select coins incredibly valuable. One of the most exciting features that collectors hunt for in this coin is the double die error. This type of error happens during the coin's production when the design is struck twice but slightly misaligned, creating a doubled image effect on parts of the coin's design. On the Perry's Victory quarter, this doubling is often noticeable around the lettering or parts of the memorial itself. This subtle but unmistakable doubling makes these coins unique collector's items and dramatically increases their worth. Another highly prized error seen on some Perry's Victory quarters is the off-center strike. Imagine the image of the memorial shifted to one side, with the edge of the coin showing a blank, unstruck area. These off-center coins are rare because they occur due to a misfeed during the minting process, and the more pronounced the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. There are also clipped planchet errors connected with the Perry's Victory quarter. This error happens when the metal blank is improperly cut, resulting in a coin that has a missing slice or curved bite on its edge. Each clipped planchet coin is unique, making it a fascinating piece for collectors who treasure unusual minting anomalies. Another detail that enthusiasts look for is the presence of die cracks or die breaks. These appear as fine raised lines or ridges on the surface of the coin caused by tiny fractures in the mint's dies. These imperfections give each coin a distinct story and appeal to collectors who appreciate the rare imperfections of minting. The condition of the coin is equally important. While many Perry's victory quarters were used in everyday transactions, a coin in mint condition, meaning no wear, scratches, or discoloration, holds far more value. Coins that have been carefully preserved, often stored in protective cases, are much rarer and highly sought after by collectors. All these factors, minting errors, condition, and historical significance, combine to make the 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter a prized piece in many collections. If you happen to come across one of these rare minting errors, or find one in flawless, uncirculated condition, you could be holding a coin worth an astounding $78,000. Yes, that's right, $78,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing how much value and history can be packed into a small, everyday coin. Thank you so much for joining me on this fascinating journey through the story and rarity of the 2013 Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial Quarter. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to learn about more hidden treasures in the coin world, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, the next valuable coin might be closer than you think.